Okay, should be better now.
Can't keep up with Eagle, Matt. Yeah, let's try again. Hopefully it actually works this time.
Yeah, it does.
Ah, there we go. Much better. But we do have in the top right of Manchuria spawning as India in the blue. Bramache, or Mr. Bramboy. His opponent in the bottom left of Manchuria in the color red as the Chinese. Senjuer. So, this matchup is kind of interesting. India at the moment in the current patch is just really, really strong. They got their houses changed. They are cheaper, but weaker. But if you're not getting attacked, that doesn't matter too much. So India can just be so much quicker in this matchup because China generally wants to fast fortress. So they don't really put that much pressure in colonial, which means that India's houses will be safe then, or safe, you know, just in general, they won't get pressured until they both have a big army, basically. And if at that point your houses are getting sieged, you're probably already dead. So basically, India just got buffed in this matchup, is what I'm saying, in way too many words.
Yeah, I agree. I think reversing the woodcast for houses is a much better path than reducing the Seaboy's HP. Just quickly
Perhaps.
checking the map, seems fair to me.
Oh, right, these are civs that require hunts. Silly Japan player that I am. I don't notice anything like really sticking out immediately in terms of bad spawns.
Yeah, I think the map is fine. And so both players picking up some wood treasures. A big one for India with 90 wood and 50 wood for China.
Yeah, of course, both civs taking advantage of the two explorers that Asian civs get to get as many of the livestock they can, and as well scout for these big wood treasures. There's another 85 in the middle that they probably will fight over at some point.
Yeah, it's true. One of them already scouted that, but I didn't pay attention on which one.
Just take a look to see if any of them has selected decks yet. China seems to have a relatively standard deck, nothing too out of the ordinary, except maybe the Saiga herd. I don't usually see that, but other than that, it seems totally fine. India does have a water deck, so we might see some water play from Bram here.
Indeed.
It's not, you know, 9 cards or something, but he has the East Indiamen to get the dock and the cheaper boats.
Yeah.
And, you know, caravel, frigate, and European cannons. So just some minor investment in the deck in terms of water.
Doesn't have any fishing boom upgrades, but
yeah, exactly. No rendering plant or something along those lines. So if we do see water play, it will probably be just one dock and, you know, maybe 12 boats or something.
yeah. It'd be a nice.
Or maybe even just as a ace in his back pocket as a booming option if he notices something out of the ordinary and he needs to boom harder. Because yeah, we see his first card is actually the distributivism, so it doesn't look like he will commit very hard into the water just yet. And we do see a forward villager for the aggro fort.
Yeah, that's a smart move. He tries to avoid being scouted by this disciple by moving his will.
Yeah, and it's not going to get... Wait, it's actually moving backwards? Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Maybe it was too close to the DC or something and he had to relocate it.
Probably.
He could actually use his fort once it finishes to help him take that 85 wood if he really wants to.
Yeah, it could be a smart trick. By the way, China is doing a really good job at pinging up a lot of yaks on the map. He got 8 right now, plus 1 he just killed.
Yeah, China definitely can take massive advantage of these yaks, of course. Their villages, which are in the house, are also a livestock ban at the same time. Although they don't fatten nearly as quickly as a livestock ban, every little bit helps, of course.
India is gonna go for the steal.
Probably be mining from the forward coin mine though and preserve the one in the back.
India just stole this from the Chinese player.
Ooh, that's really big.
Yeah.
I wonder what he might do with that 85. Would probably just help him make more houses. But it might lead to something like an earlier stable or something, or an earlier second racks, in an attempt to put pressure on India.
Yeah, probably. Or he could just use this wood to get a few market upgrades.
Oh, that's also a possibility, of course. Let's actually look at what he has in terms of market upgrades. Just finishing civil servants and getting hunting eagles next.
Yeah.
So India looking to get some pretty good economy going here. We'll also have to look, of course, if he immediately trains any units from the Agra fort. I assume he will, because you kind of want to put some pressure on India while they are in colonial, to try and delay their fortress just that extra little bit to help you prepare for it.
Yeah. It's interesting to see what China is doing right now. He's mining a lot of gold and almost floating like 500 coin.
I think his plan is to do the build order where you go to fast fortress without shipping the 700 coin.
Yeah.
So you can ship wood instead to
develop
infrastructure.
Or you can even ship Chuckanews if the India player is going really heavy on supplies, I guess.
Exactly. With this build though, I think it's even more important that you mine the front coin mine first. Because if India, you know, puts some pressure on you now, your back coin mine might deplete once you reach fortress.
Yeah,
which
that's
could
true.
be bad.
Oh, he already sent 8 Chuckanews. What do you think of this decision?
Just sending it, okay. I don't mind that. Like, it's relatively likely that with it forward Agra, India is going to put pressure on. This just allows you to be really safe.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good anticipation since India went for 5 seaports first.
Yeah, he made quite a lot of those. Wait, no, actually, he made 1 full batch, shipped 5, and then 2 from the Agra fort, of course. Yeah. And he's adding in Gurkha now, which I do like. He saw the 8 Chukanus, so he just wants to poke a bit from range, and the Gurkha is better at that than the Sepoy.
Yeah, that's true.
And it doesn't seem like Brahm is intending to go to Fortress. He will fight the Fortress China in Colonial, which India is definitely capable of, if he controls it correctly.
Well, it's still a bit early in the game, so he might adapt later. China is gonna lose at least 1 ville here. Oh, he's gonna lose 2 actually.
It's a bit painful. Yeah, and he's eating more of his yaks to go to Fortress here, and he does click up. Let's take a look at what the wonder is. The porcelain tower, I believe that's the mini factory.
Yeah, let's check.
India taking a trading post here to help with the shipments. I don't think he's going to go for stagecoach. I think this is just for the experience. Consulate coming up as well for China. Probably just going straight for Brits here so he can ship the intervention card, which will give him a lot of redcoat musketeers.
Yeah, that's true. Would be the safest option since he got only crossbows now. He's quite vulnerable to a 4-sour shipment.
Adding the barracks as well. And yeah, there we see what I was talking about. He mined all the coin for the Egypt so he could ship the 700 coin in transition to make the barracks and the consulate. Also, his first batch of standard army popped out of the Summer Palace, and we see the 2 Stepper Riders trying to go for a raid here. How many Yags do they still have? India still has 2 left, China has 6, so that is a lot of Yags in favor of China. But I'm probably not going to lose a villager to these Stepper Riders, but they do cause some idle time. Consulate going down for Brahm as well.
Would be really painful to lose a villager to a 2-Steppy Rider raid.
Definitely. Although Stepper Rider, you know, they aren't that bad when it comes to raiding. They do have like 15 hand attack. Oh, we might actually see one go down there.
He's gonna lose 1.
Ooh, painful. I do like how Brahm has placed its houses, though. It just gives him very nice vision.
He's taking the TP line right now.
Oh yeah, he took another one. So yeah, he will probably add in Stagecoach now that he has, or is intending to go for all 3 of them rather. But India, or China rather, is Fortress now, so soon Brahm might come under pressure.
Yeah.
And yeah, we do see the Stagecoach upgrade finishing.
I'm a bit curious to know how he's gonna defend the stagecoach now that China is in fortress. Sorry.
Well, it's going to take a little bit longer for China to really get a comfortable mass out. Oh, he actually goes for the arquebusiers before the intervention. Probably because he's getting poked by Gurkha.
Yeah, he probably knows that there are no cav on the way from the India player.
And yeah, his explorers actually get chased away from the final trading post socket. And we do see China going for the, I think that's the Forbidden Army. I don't remember, but it's the cav patch. The 2 meteor hammers, 2 iron flails.
Yeah, that's true. Although we
Very
have to
strong
keep in mind
banner
that neither of these players have any H2 market upgrades just yet.
Oh, that's true. Oh, China only now getting civil servants though, which is a pretty big upgrade. Brum shipping 300 export to get some redcoats out. That's definitely going to help against China's cavalry. Oh, it's actually for the gardeners. Never mind. Did he ship the villagers from the consulate?
He got 300 exports, so I believe no. But he can research this right now if he wants to.
Yeah, he might just go for double gardener batch if he wants the power.
Yeah, it could be an option.
Shipping sours as well, and I believe he added in a staple. Yeah, or the Caravanserai rather. So he's going to add some sours as well. So he intends to go for just a very robust H2 India army of hand cav and Gurkha and maybe some sepoy.
Yeah.
We do see the
true.
Chinese cav coming in for a raid here. Probably another villager going to go down. And there is intervention from China. And he's actually taking that third trading post that Bram was chased away from to try and benefit a bit from the stagecoach that Bram invested in.
Yeah, yeah.
Very smart choice by China. I love taking trade posts when the opponent invests in stagecoach. It's just, you know, basically free.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, what if the gardener is getting picked up for free here? Bram a bit sloppy with the rest of his cav. Ooh, nice micro, getting the iron flail out of there.
Yeah, but now he's gonna get snared.
Yeah. nice bait by Bram. It was intended all along. But just look at China's wall stuff that he's making behind this. Even catching up in villagers to India.
Yeah, I guess he did a good job at raiding and distracting the India player.
Oh, H2 markets. Upgrades coming down for both players here. I'm a bit surprised that Bram is floating that much export after shipping 300. I wonder if he has something planned for that, or if he just like misclicked and forgot to queue up the next thing he wanted.
Yeah.
Because I don't see the consulate being changed either, so it's not because he's changing to a different consulate.
Yeah, that's true. So you should probably send another batch of cav right now. Oh, he's gonna split
I
his
think at this
sepoy.
point you just want to switch to Brit, to be honest. Oh, nice sepoy flank or whatever you want to call this going on. Probably just trying to take down the TP.
Yeah.
Both players seem to be content, just sitting back, building up mass. We do see Bram floating a decent bit of food, so he might be looking at aging up here with a coin shipment.
Could be an option indeed. Does he have something on the way? No, he just sent the camel attack card.
Camel attack. Oh, it seems like senjuer senses the sepoy, or maybe they were just in sight for the trade post, but he sends some cav to deal with them. And I doubt many of the cav will go down here, if any even. Yeah, Bram's a bit late as well, so the cav can probably micro their way out of this.
Yeah.
Although sepoy are definitely not to be laughed at in the hand attack.
Yeah,
versus cav.
definitely.
Yeah, we do see one.
That's a really good trade for China, even though he got a few low HP cav. In total, he didn't lose a single one.
Anything. Although I think if Bram paid a bit more attention to the sepoy, he definitely could have killed something. Like, you just saw how low those meteor hammers were taken down. He has like 3 low HP ones in that patch now.
Yeah. But I guess they can just tie to a Z move.
This is of course always very dangerous. you never know whatever can come out of this.
Yeah, that's true.
There's no mercenary shipments in H2 for India at least, or not in the deck at least. I think they have Tiger Claws, but they're not in the deck, so at least there's nothing of that power.
Yeah.
You do see some Cav connecting with the Gurkha here, and this could be bad for Brahm.
This is the terror shipment just going right now. The problem is that Mr. Brandboy is... Yeah.
But I feel like it's too late. The Gurkha are just getting mopped up by the Cav and the Changdao.
He's floating so much resources right now.
Yeah, it seems he doesn't have enough production facilities to properly spend his eco.
Yeah.
And yeah, he calls GG. So game 1 goes to senjuer.
Yeah.
Or maybe actually, if you look at his distribution, he might have just been trying to age up, but China attacked too early.
Yeah, it could be an option too. Well, maybe he just overreacted a little to trying to protect his aggro. Because he could have probably avoided this fight if he really wanted to age up and just give up the aggro and houses just to buy time.
Possibly, yeah. I don't know, I feel like that's a good place to fight though, is just that his Gurkha got caught a bit out of position by the Cav. The Zamoraks were just in a bit of an awkward position and they couldn't deal with the hand Cav quickly enough.
That's true. The eco was quite similar. But yeah, the fight just went very well for the Chinese player.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, obviously he was an age ahead, right? So he had stronger units.
That's true.
I'm a bit disappointed we never saw him upgrade his Stepper Riders, though. We all know that's China's strongest unit, along with the Kashyyyk.
Yeah, definitely.
What's the next map?
This has
Tibet
to be...
it was, right?
I think it's going Chaco first. Let me check.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Tibet first. Never mind.
They can still play with the same civs in group stage, right?
I believe so.
Or was that only last tournament? I don't understand why the forum is down for me.
No, they can't play the same saves actually.
They can't?
No, they can't.
I'm just asking Comet K. Oh, they must play 2 civs, okay.
Yeah.
Then there is a reset. Well, I'm glad I didn't sign up for this tournament then, because I wouldn't have gotten out of the group stage.
You only play Japan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
I have dabbled a bit in China, but I'm not great. Oh, speaking of Japan, senjuer making me a very, very happy person.
Okay, he's gonna lock Japan on Tibet. That's an interesting choice.
I definitely prefer picking Japan on a map with a water shipment, so you actually have a good card to send in H1.
It's true.
But I can see it working on Tibet. It's like a nice wide map. You have a lot of places to go to. You can shrine, very spread out. And even like trading posts as Japan, they aren't that bad actually. They are a decent option.
Well, the problem is that Japan is one of the civs that likes to turtle a bit in its base, and therefore the opponent can go for a TP play, but since it's two different TP line, I would say that going for the 3 TPs is quite difficult, since the last one is behind the Japanese base.
Yeah. Oh, Spain coming out of Bramboy.
Alright.
This is, in my experience, it's really rough for Japan.
Yeah, it's depends on how well Japan can trade versus Spain H3 shipments.
Yeah.
Although you could try to age yourself as Japan, so we'll see
I
what
have
senjuer
tried
is gonna
that, and
try.
usually I'm too slow. Then again, senjuer might very well be way better than me, so I will trust whatever he does.
Okay.
Yeah, in my experience, they just like right-click your stuff with 2 falcon nets and a bunch of pikes, and you die.
Yeah, you need to get a good positioning with maybe a few nagis to be able to pick up the falconets.
Yeah, it's rough though because of the amount of melee infantry they have. Oh, and you only get 2 berries, so Japan is behind like 2,000 food or something, or even 3,000 food.
Yeah, that's true.
Does it have 2 yaks in his base though? Wait, are these yaks? They are yaks, okay.
Yeah, you're often starting with 2 or 3 yaks if I remember correctly.
Oh, and an in-base wood treasure actually, which is even better than the yaks.
Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, so the map is
Does the map look okay to you?
yeah, the map is okay, and anyway, Japan doesn't need a hunt, so just have to check the gold mines, and okay, the first two are okay, I guess.
We do see the most standard Japan opening in the world, consulate first. Going to ally with the Portuguese, make everything a bit cheaper in terms of buildings, and then just do very normal Japan stuff. Shrine the map, age with the Shugu probably,
Hmm.
and then cross your fingers that you don't die.
Yeah, I see.
Oh, he's even getting another wood treasure. This is really nice for Japan.
Oh yeah.
Getting early wood treasures is just massive.
Well, interesting thing is that it was a wood start, and Spain didn't win for a TP, so it might significate that he probably is gonna send ATP and chop 20 wood, perhaps.
He does not have ATP in his.
Oh, never mind then. Okay, so he's just not gonna open with a TP in H1.
We actually see that Japan has enough wood for 2 shrines. Oh, but he didn't wait for what's it called? Heavenly Kami. So he will only get one until he chops more wood.
I see.
But he basically didn't need to chop any wood because of the 2 wood treasures. Very nice. Putting down the orchard now.
Yeah. He's just catching these
These
Japanese.
2 berry bushes just stilled me. Oh, nice poof.
Yeah, he was kinda caught. So
You don't know me, and I don't know you. Another wood treasure for Japan. Wow. He's being rather fortunate here.
yeah. Well, on the other hand, Spain is gonna scout this 90 wood treasure.
Oh yeah, that's definitely nice. And we do see Heavenly coming out from Japan. So after he picks up this wood treasure, he will be able to make 1 more shrine, and he'll only be about 40 wood away from the 3rd shrine, which is definitely very nice.
Yeah, indeed.
He needs to get some shrines on the right side of the map as well, though, so they're not just all on the left side. Although
He's thinking
Spain
with
will
the
most
dog.
likely just go straight for the throat anyway.
Okay, so he's gonna pick this 85 wood treasure, but he tanked with the dog, so he lost his dogs in this trade.
Ah, that's a bit unfortunate. Although most of the yaks have been taken.
Yeah, it's not the biggest deal.
Oh,
but
he actually
still.
has, again, a lot more yaks than Bramboy, even though... Well, I guess they both have 2 explorers, never mind.
Yeah, kinda. Even though the dog line of sight is not the greatest.
Yeah, and we do see Bramboy going for the trading post here.
Trying to sneak a villager. Not sure why. Maybe it's just gonna herd, or
I would imagine it's for herding, judging by where he's going, but it might be
Yeah.
for a forward base. Yeah, it just seems like he's herding.
okay. Well, he scouted this, but okay. I guess he's just planning on the long-term stuff and trying to herd ASAP.
Yeah, like, you want to deny Japan the shrining, right? And where that hunt was, Japan could actually shrine it.
Yeah, that's true.
So if he herds this quickly enough, Japan can't shrine this. And this can never be shrined because it's too close to the DC.
Sounds
So
good.
hurting this first is correct in my opinion. And yeah, we do see him going for that 90 wood. We'll have to see if he can take it because these tigers are pretty rough. But he does have the crack shot, so he'll be fine.
Yeah, he got enough HP for this, plus he's gonna age up anytime soon.
Oh yeah, there's that as well, of course. And yeah, we do see the very normal Tushugu Shrine age up. He does have more villagers than usual on it, but that's probably because he's facing Spain and he doesn't want to be slow.
Yeah.
Being slow is how you die against Spain. And yeah, we do see the outpost wagon going straight to the middle of the map. And maybe Japan will scout it actually, which would be very nice. Yeah, he'll build a shrine there so he sees it.
So.
Oh, and he was actually able to put a shrine right at the edge there to get some of that hurt.
Oh yeah, it's quite painful for Spain.
That's actually pretty big.
Yeah. If he wants to gather
If he
from
can
this.
get this as well, Japan will be, or Spain will be forced to siege down those shrines before he starts pushing, or he risks running out of food if Japan holds.
That's true. So Spain is macroing for an age up, 700 coin just being shipped right now.
I think senjuer actually was able to steal one of Bram's yaks near the TC because it wasn't close enough and he just deleted it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I do see some wall in the choke going on here from Japan, just being ready for the pressure.
Yeah, that's a smart move. You can wall a lot on this map, and even though even if it's an EP wall with lower HP, it's still good.
Yeah, it just buys you time, right?
Yeah, I guess that's what you want versus Spain. That's Japan.
Especially after you see that very aggressive tower, right?
Yeah.
Ideally, he would be able to put a wall in that choke as well, but that's going to be kind of difficult, I think, depending on how quick Bram goes there. And yeah, we do see him go to fortress immediately.
Yeah. Japan is just heading racks right now, and
oh, he didn't finish his market.
yeah.
Mistakes were made.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I thought the Spanish Explorer was lower than he was. But... And list irregulars. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's CM. He's raiding for that.
Actually, a very interesting thing. With enlist irregulars, if Spain intends to siege down your TC with just the falconets, this card makes your TC beat the falconets quite handily.
Oh yeah. Well, if he can shot to one falcon and kill it with the TC fire, then he could be able to right click with some ashes the remaining falconet.
Yeah, that's basically the plan. You just keep your ashes in the back a bit, poke at whatever melee infantry wants to start sieging down your buildings, and rely on the TC to beat the falconets.
Okay, I see.
I mean, obviously, if Bram plays it smart, he just sieges down everything but the TC.
Okay, I see. So Mr. Rambo is not sending anything besides the 700 wood in H2. So
yeah,
no 8
he
pikes,
just wanted to
no
develop
5
some
beers.
infrastructure and then go really hard in fortress. Oh, we actually see an unfinished shrine. Oh, never mind. It's one he just has put in queue.
Yeah. He's gonna go for a
And
sneaky
there is the
raid.
fortress. Oh, that will definitely be 2 vills, maybe 3. A bit of an overkill there, but whatever.
He even sent 4 vills.
Oh, Bram's not even reacting.
Yeah.
He's probably busy somewhere. Yeah, with his musketeers to siege down the shrines. He's going to lose 3 vills here, maybe a 4th, depending on how fast these actually get there. I think these 3 are fine.
Yeah.
But if you look at the eco, Japan is just massively ahead. It's 42 to 15. But the problem is that Spain is just going to go really hard pressure here.
Yeah.
Oh, and these walls are already dead. I think there might have been some weird siege bug going on down there. It happens sometimes if you siege 2 buildings, one just like instantly drops to no health.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
He's
we do
not
have
going
enlisted
for
regulars here, which will make the TC just barely not one-shot these musketeers. But with some good micro from the ashes, it can definitely help.
Yeah, you can even snipe them with some villagers if you want to.
Yeah. Lancers, of course, doing a lot of damage to these ashes.
Yeah, he needed to maybe call a batch of Minutemen here, but this is still fine.
Yeah, at least he does one-shot the pikemen now within this regulars, which is nice.
I like how he's distracting the Spanish players with some fancy raid.
Oh, Bram's actually on berries. But a couple of skirmishers being brought back to deal with these Ashies, very smart.
He's gonna lose another veil.
Yeah, Brum down to 15 eco population while Japan sits at 50.
Yeah.
Although he is going to get to the Shugu Shrine pretty
Oh.
easily here. And of course, Japan isn't actually on 50 population because a lot of his villagers are idled.
Yeah.
Some might even
But
go down.
he went full greedy, like 600 wood, CM, 4 veils twice.
Yeah. It's going to be rough to hold this, but if he does, he'll be in a very good position. Even in, like, some of his villagers adding DPS here with their 3 ranged attack. I'm surprised he didn't get the health market upgrade, actually.
Yeah, that's true.
It's 150 food for, I think, 15% on both health and attack. The attack obviously doesn't matter too
Yeah,
much, but
it's quite a good investment for villagers.
it might be more than 15% actually.
Okay,
Probably like
so
20.
yeah.
Oh, but there's the 2 falconets, and that's going to be the problem. The infantry and the cav you can deal with. Actually, I think, yeah, Brum lost all his lancers.
Yeah, he doesn't have that much stuff to protect those 2 falconets, so actually pushing with 6 skirms and 2 musketeers is quite risky.
Like, this is always risky because as Japan, just putting Ashies in melee mode and just right-clicking falconets, if there's nothing to block them, actually works quite well.
He got quite a decent
even
mass
putting
of
them in DC by a
Ashies.
range.
Oh, a plus 5 clubs from the consulates. He's gonna get...
Yeah, these falcons are dead. They're both dead.
Yeah, he can just right-click them, I guess. He needs to go melee mode though.
Well, he needs to at least move slowly towards them. You don't just want to go pure melee mode because then you waste some time. Yeah, the 2 falcons go down without really any damage done. And the only thing Spain got for that was taking down the Teshugu Shrine. But he used his 2 Lancer shipments and the 2 falconets in order to get that. And Japan is just super comfortable here having held that.
Yeah,
Just look at the eco disparity. Like, not even the market for Spain. Military rickshaw coming down as well, and he has a stable now, and I love this Japan consulate. Just getting a stable for your export is so nice. Ashes are a really core part of your composition. He does need to make sure it doesn't get sieged down though.
Yeah, and it just make your macro much easier since you don't have to chop so much wood if you're going Hashi Nagis.
Yeah, exactly. He does need to switch his shrines over to coin though, because he's really coin starved at the moment. So many villagers fighting against the skirms.
Yeah, it's a way to hold. Like, look at the recalculated eco pop right now. It's almost 50
Yeah,
for
exactly,
Japan.
right? He can easily fight with like 25 villagers while having 10 in the TC and still be even on eco.
Yeah. I like that he's planning some of his spies to slowly siege some shrines.
Yeah, like these 3 pikemen are not gonna do jack shit in this Japanese base with enlisted regulars.
Just shipped 12 bikes though, but Japan is gonna send 600 coin now, and he's gonna get some really good batches of Hashinagis, I believe.
Yeah, I like how he's using this to make units. You don't need to go to Fortress at this point against Spain.
Yeah.
The
I
only
agree.
reason you would ever really have to go Fortress is to deal with the 2 Falconets easier. He dealt with the Falconets, so until an artillery foundry comes up, he can just very comfortably stay in Colonial and just make pure Ashi Nagi.
Yeah.
And just crush Spain that way. Just need to make sure you pull the Nagi back down that the pikemen are here. And yeah, there's only 2 skirms and the Ashi can just attack move, but he just decides to pull back and just sit on his massive eco for a bit longer. Although he will need to ship orchards relatively soon.
Yeah, he's
Also, his
almost
coin
out
might
of
become a
berries.
bit of an issue, although he does have this one, which is relatively safe.
Yeah. This
He could
shrine
even
point
like make
is
a wall
quite
here,
hard,
and
so
then it's
yeah.
safe. Sending his Nagi to raid, and I think that like once these Nagi connect with these villagers, Bram will call GG.
Yeah, he got bikes on the way, but yeah, he's gonna lose at least 1 vill here.
Okay, he did react quick enough, so he's not dead yet. Shipping 1,000 wood. I wonder what this is for. It might be for a TC trying to catch up in eco. Because he knows he has a bit of time here before Japan can just like really push hard. But it might be too late. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah.
It's definitely not for houses. He's fine. Ah, he might be trying to get stagecoach. Actually, that's probably way quicker and better than a TC at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. Although he can, I believe he can only get these TP because he would get punished for getting this one.
That one would be rough to get properly.
Yeah.
Yeah. He could also just, you know, grab these two as well and just... Sure, you have to invest twice, but it's safer. So
Yeah,
it might be worth
it's
it.
true.
And we do see the cherry orchards coming out for Japan here.
Yeah, now Japan's totally fine with this situation. He got safe,
Yeah,
safe food in
he will
base.
have enough food for like the next 10 minutes easily.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if he leaves shrines on food, but it seems like he's going for coin for now, because he realizes that after this back coin mine runs out, he's going to be in a bit of a pickle in terms of coin. But we do see more skirms being picked off for Bram here, and he's just really struggling to get anything together going.
Yeah.
More Nagi raids happening. Finally a market for Bram, but no upgrades, so probably just for trading for now.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And yeah, Nagi just roaming the map looking for villagers.
Oh, the eco gap is quite insane right now.
Yeah, especially after more vills die here.
And
And
now,
it's not just the population, right? Just look at Japan's upgrades. He has tier 2 food, tier 1 coin, and tier 1 civil servants. It's not the greatest, but it definitely beats nothing. And yeah, Bram just decides that the game is over.
yeah. Well, that was really well played by Japan. He
Yeah,
managed
Bram being a
to.
bit sloppy there with the Falconets definitely didn't play in his favor, though. It's like those two Falconets really need to do work
Yeah.
if you do a build like that. Also, losing both Lancer shipments before the Falconets arrived was a questionable situation. Yeah, if you look at the military population, like he's really far ahead in early Fortress, right? But because he's just consistently pushing under colonial militia town center, he just loses his shipments one by one.
Yeah,
And then
that's
Japan
true.
just spikes and crushes him.
And then, yeah, the moment when he pushed with two Falcons and got caught by a batch of clubs, yeah, that's how you call them. Was really bad for him losing these two Falcons for not a good trade at all. Anyway, so the series goes 2-0 for senjuer.
Yeah, after Bram crushed me in the previous tournament, I was expecting a bit more of a fight from him, but I understand that he's quite rusty at the moment. So